Okay, testing. Okay, good morning or good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Christmas edition of White Sponge live stream. My name is David, and as usual, I will be your host for today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's live stream. Okay, so for today we will be looking at... Okay, first we'll take a look at one of the new enemies that have been added to the Ice World. Okay, so before that, let's just pause the items music. Okay, so for testing purposes, I have reduced the number of enemies spawned to just 1. Okay, and for testing purposes, I've also reduced the health of the boss to less than 3, so that we can get to the ice stage faster. Okay, so now that we are at the ice stage, and again for testing purposes, there will only be one new enemy in this ice stage, and that is the new Frost Wraith. The first Wraith is almost the same as the ghost in the Brick Wall, except that if it touches you, you will get a speed reduction, and you will move really slow, like this. Let's see what happens when we use roll to stun this new enemy. Similar to how the ghost can phase out into the background, the Frost Wraith can do the same as well. So any attacks that you make will go through it if it is face out into the background. So if we stun the enemy, okay, it will not work unless the frost wave is not face out. And unless we let the hit. Okay, which is not easy to do, especially on a slippery floor, like in this ice world. Hey, what's up, Torrent? Welcome to the White Sponge livestream. So if the frost wave touches you, or if you touch it by accident, okay, you will get a speed reduction and you will move slow as hell. Hey, what's up, Max? Welcome to the White Sponge livestream. Okay, so if the frost wave touches you, okay, there is a high chance that you will be defeated as your speed will be reduced and you will find it slightly harder to escape from it. Hey, what's up? I am sorry. Welcome to the White Sponge livestream. So even if the new frost wave is done, if you touch it as well, your speed will be reduced. So you can think of it as a power up version of the ghost. Okay, so with the addition of the new frost wave to the ice world, what we are going to do next is to do a random playthrough with the new 4 enemies of the ice world. Okay, so to do that, let me just change some values to the default. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. So what we'll need to change here is the amount of enemies that are spawned at once. And since we are testing it, let's do it in full screen mode. Okay, so we'll just build the Unity player, which will only take a second. Okay, so that we can play the game in full screen mode. Okay, by the way, Merry Christmas. And I hope that you had a great time celebrating the occasion with your family and friends. Okay, now that the game is built, let's run it in full screen mode. Okay, by the way, when you start the game, your mouse cursor will disappear, as Stars is a game that you play using your keyboard or your game controller, which at the moment has not been implemented yet. Hey, thanks man, I'm sorry. Okay, which is why your mouse cursor will disappear. Okay, so Impulse is one of the current existing abilities that allows you to attack multiple enemies at once. Okay, but I must say that it is one of the hardest abilities to use. Okay, since you need to time the explosion and how it bounces. Okay, so it can also be used to push enemies off platforms. Okay, like what I have just done. Hey, what's up, Anarchy Online? Welcome to the White Sponge livestream. Hey, thanks man, WPGN. Oh, what does WPGN stands for? Okay, by the way, Impulse also, using Impulse is a double-edged sword. Okay, as the explosion can damage yourself too. Okay. I understand now. Okay, by the way, characters in Stars also have their special skill. Or rather, each character has his or her own special skill, which can be activated using your S key. Okay, Beat special skill is a 5-hit combo, but it costs a lot of mana to use. Okay, so consider it somewhat of a last resort. Okay, so you might have noticed by now that these stages are randomly generated. Okay, which means that each time you enter a new stage, okay, you would have to think of how to. Whoa. Okay, that was dangerous. Okay, you would have to think of how to traverse the stages and make sure that you do not get hindered by the platforms. Okay, so Stars also has a leveling system. So when you have defeated enough enemies, okay, you will gain enough experience to level up. Whoa, shit. Okay, so when you level up, okay, you will be able to improve the various aspects of your character. Okay, so every time you level up, you will be presented with 3 random choices to improve your character. Of course, you can only choose one of the 3. Okay, so for example, maybe you want to evade the enemy attacks. Then you can choose to learn accidental reflexes. Or if you want to increase your mana regeneration. Or even if you just want to jump higher. Okay, for now we'll choose to increase our mana regeneration. Since having more mana means that we'll be able to attack more frequently. Okay, so each ability in Stars uses mana to use. So every time you miss an attack, okay, you are essentially wasting mana. Okay, but the good thing about defeating enemies is that they drop mana orbs, and quite frequently. Okay, especially when your mana is low. Okay. Hey, Magnificent TV. Okay, I guess since you came from a web programming background, okay, it should be much easier for you as compared to someone with little to none programming experience. Hey, thanks for the follow. Okay, so if there's anything that I have learned from making games, is that to start small. Okay, start with simple, or rather start with creating games that have a simple objective or a single goal. Okay, like for example, you could make a game that counts how many times you tap on the screen. Okay, just an example. And yes, Unity really makes it that much easier and faster for you to come up with prototypes. Okay, especially how you can edit values or things that you define just in the editor without modifying the script itself. Okay, Unity is actually, if I recall, C#, JavaScript and Boo. So if you came from a Java background, JavaScript should be helpful. Whoa, shit. Okay, so yes, the stages are randomly generated. So, and that's why each time I start a new stage, the platforms are totally different. And the previous stage that you have just saw was the boss stage of the brick wall. And that is why that big fella was much tougher than the usual enemy. Okay, so I stream 3 times a week, and each time it's around 2 hours. Okay, the exact schedule is found in the description boxes below. Okay, I'm getting cornered here. Damn. Okay, so you might have also noticed by now that there are a few abilities that you can use in stars. Okay, and right now I'm using Fireball, which has the ability to attack or rather damage nearby enemies. If you manage to land one fireball on an enemy, it will spread to nearby enemies. Okay, so when you level up, you can choose to improve your character in multiple ways. So the 3 choices that are presented to you are always randomly shown, so you won't always get the same 3 choices or 3 options. Okay, for now we'll go with more health. Okay, notice that on the top left hand corner, our maximum health is now 7. Okay, instead of the starting amount of 6. Okay, notice that there is also a small little experience bar next to the fireball icon on the top left hand corner.